Dear graduates, normally I would be standing today in a room together with you, with more than 1,000 of you in fact, and together with your families and friends. We would all be wearing robes, and we would have just paraded around Rotterdam. And probably we would have had to hand out more than 1,000 umbrellas too, because the weather oftentimes isn't as nice as it is today. Of course, over the last 2 months, a lot of things have changed. What has happened has affected you and your studies. It's also affected your families and friends. And of course, the last few months here at RSM have been very different from how they were supposed to be. But one thing has not changed, and that is the value of your degree that you are graduating with today. You worked incredibly hard during these circumstances, and it is wonderful to see what you have achieved during these last few months as you have faced those challenges. I know it's not been easy, but I also know that your families and your friends are incredibly proud of you. I hope that we will have the opportunity to celebrate at some point in person. I would really love that. But for now, let's think about what you have achieved and also what you're going to do next. All of you are going into the world now. You are going to take up new opportunities. You're going to have to make choices as well. The choices you make and the opportunities you seek are what makes you and all of us a force of positive change in this world. And I'm really so grateful for your willingness to be part of this mission. So, congratulations. You've done really well. We are proud of you. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you very, very soon.
Dear supply chain management graduates, it's my pleasure to congratulate you with this wonderful achievement. You made it. You have completed the Supply Chain Management Master at Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. And this is not an easy feat. It's a tough master. Many days, nights and even weekends we made you work hard on improving global supply chains, sustainable supply relations and especially storage and order picking systems. Therefore, I'm very proud of you and of what you have accomplished. I want to especially congratulate the honor students that on top of an already busy schedule found time to work on various supply chain related consultancy projects. I want to reflect on a few highlights of last year. One of the highlights was the kickoff. A little more than a year, you started this journey with the kickoff activities in Beekbergen. There you played games and visited companies, had company speakers and made new friends. After 3 blocks of core courses, you went on to do your electives. And you started working on your master thesis. Many of you, around 60%, wrote their master thesis doing a supply chain management improvement project at a company. You found out that applying supply chain management theories from the books to a real-life, messy environment is difficult. And this year, things were extra difficult because they were extra messy. Because right before the start of Block 4, around March 16th, the country was in lockdown due to a global pandemic. And classes were no longer possible on campus. So we, as a program, had to quickly move online for all the remaining classes in Block 4 and Block 5. I was teaching myself in this period, my pricing and revenue management elective. And my own experience was very positive. And that was for a large extent due to the flexibility and the hardworking mentality of you as a cohort. On a broader scale, I think the pandemic has highlighted the importance of supply chains in providing important supplies, such as face masks and even toilet paper. I hope you look back at a great learning experience and that we will stay in touch. In your new role as ambassadors for our program, I hope we can continue to collaborate and jointly improve supply chains around the world. Thank you.
Over 50 years ago, a few bright minds planted the seeds to become a force for positive change in the world, developing thought leaders in business, research, and education.
It was a unique opportunity to join the first academic business school in the Netherlands. It was a life-changing experience and made my career. I'm grateful that I learned all the different aspects of business with my RSM degree.
In the 1980s, we launched a full set of management programs at RSM. And that way, we laid the foundations for a top business school in Europe.
I'm very proud that since the 90s, RSM has become an international business school known for its excellence in research.
Leadership of today is not driven by self-interest, but by a vision that gives us direction to the sustainable change we so badly need.
Without shared values and a sense of community, it is impossible to overcome the current global challenges.
We empower women to drive their careers and be agents of change in creating a more gender-equal work environment.
It's an honor to lead such an impactful business school. Going forward, it is going to be crucial to find the right balance between continuity and change in order to create new opportunities for the next 50 years.
I will be the agent of positive change.
I am ready for the future.
Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University, 50 years of impact.
Dear students, faculty, family and friends, we did it. A year ago, roughly, we started on this incredible adventure where none of us knew where it was going to go, but immediately there was a general excitement in the air. Where we started with a really awkward icebreaker, the group quickly warmed to each other once we realized how similar we were. Together, we wanted to accomplish one goal: to make this academic year a success. We didn't want to make it a success only for ourselves, but also for each other. This through the incredibly annoying group chat that was always active, but also through the unofficial supply chain think tank T495. Today I stand in front of you, truly honored to represent this exceptional group of people. Before you knew it, 2 blocks were gone, and having survived it, which literally felt like surviving, it was time to choose elective courses and a company-based research project. Here the group of like-minded individuals displayed a wide range of interests. Whether it was drone delivery and how this could help spread medication and fight the pandemic, or help NGOs realize their missions. For me, it was a time of unlocking the world of craft beer, something that I also developed an interest for during my time in Erasmus University, partially due to the Smitse. What I remember from this time is going to Amsterdam 3 times a week, coming back at 8 in the evening, and going straight to Polak, where Jens and Maarten were already waiting for me to finish the supply chain simulation assignments that were due that evening. To be able to gain work experience and write your master's thesis at the same time was really a unique experience. Here I would like to thank personally Sabine and the rest of the faculty for providing us with this. Now, having completed the 4th best supply chain program in the world and one of the few one-year programs, I can honestly say the best is yet to come. For those of us that haven't found a job or an internship yet, don't worry. You're going to find a company that fits your need. In this time of uncertainty, especially in the world of logistics and the importance of logistics throughout the world, supply chain students that are creative, talented, and driven are never enough in demand. Use your network. In almost every big company, especially in the Netherlands, you will find an RSM supply chain alumni. In that sense, we're like iPhones. Everyone has one, and if you don't have one, you don't know what you're missing out on. Now, even though we might all go in different directions, be it management consulting, logistics, or those of us that pursue an academic career, keep in mind our university mission. Be a force for positive change. Also, let's give back to our university and our alumni network to provide the opportunities for future generations in the same way that they were provided for us. Let's go and give those guest lectures. Let's provide internships, and let's eventually, hopefully, provide jobs. For now, let's take a moment to celebrate this incredible achievement and realize how special this moment is. Although it hurts me that we cannot see each other in person, I would personally like to thank all of you for making this year so memorable. I would like to thank the RSM for hosting this event, and I hope to see all of you very soon. Thank you.
We wanted to create a place where you can go back in time and explore all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. A complete timeline that not only tells those stories, but also instills a sense of pride about the history and ignites inspiration for the future. After months of work by many, hunting and digging through the archive, puzzling all the pieces together, it's with great honor that I get to unveil and present to you the official 50-year historical timeline of Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. The first part of our timeline is a story of many firsts. The first plans, the first school building, the first classroom, and of course, the first students. The first item on our timeline, and my favorite piece, is this one-page business plan. It was made by our founding fathers, and they compared 4 European business schools, and they used it to design the school and the curriculum. The beginning of our timeline contains a picture of our very first school building. And on this school building, of course, there was a building sign. This is the original building sign from 1970, and luckily, it survived the past 50 years. Another great discovery from the RSM archives are these 3 pictures. They were scattered amongst hundreds of pictures, and after studying them for a while, we figured out that they fit together, creating a beautiful panorama of one of the first classrooms. If you look closely, you see a blackboard with a process flow. Of course, you see 1970s students with long hair and their appropriate clothes. And at the very back of the classroom, in the window, you see 2 beer bottles. Let's just say things were a bit different in the 70s. This first part of our timeline is quite dynamic. Our newly formed school grows. We welcome more students, and after a while it's the start of the MBA program, the PhD program. In 1977, SVIP is founded, which is currently called STAR, and we moved the school from Rotterdam to Delft. The second part of our timeline is even more dynamic. After over 10 years, our school moves back from Delft to Rotterdam, to the FG building in 1984. Here it becomes a proper academic faculty, part of the state-recognized Erasmus University. In this phase, it's all about further internationalization, development, expansion and academic recognition. In 1989, RSM is admitted into the prestigious Community of European Management Schools, CEMS, and the PIM network, Program in International Management. The exchange program of RSM starts to take shape in a tremendous way. Here on the timeline, we see a graduation ceremony taking place in the early years. In the mid-1980s, the new FG building allowed for a lot of space for a new computer lab. The importance of automation in the workplace was on the rise, and the shape and size of computers changed over the years. RSM has always invested heavily in those facilities because of their importance for education. Nowadays, everybody just brings their own device. The early 90s marked the birth of the internet, and our timeline describes how new ways of doing research and delivering education were developed. For instance, in the late 90s, as part of the Doctorandus 2000 project, RSM started experimenting with delivering video lectures on CD-ROMs.
Welkom bij dit college over leiderschap.
Students were learned how to code in Delphi and other programming languages. And from 2000 onward, the faculty implemented digital case methods. For instance, this adventure game case, where learning, testing, grading and fraud detection all was done via advanced CD-ROMs and floppy disks. The last part of our timeline is all about further growth and integration. RSM becomes one brand name, unifying all research and programs under one label. We continue to climb the most important rankings. We welcome more students, we make more impressive publications, and our name continues to grow as a brand name in the market. In 2009, the I Will movement launches. Students, staff and faculty make a public commitment to their drive and ambitions, reflecting RSM spirit. By 2020, there are no more than 15,000 statements. In 2017, RSM embarks on a new strategic mission to become a force for positive change. By embracing the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, they try to implement a new way of measuring societal impact. And this concludes my brief overview of the RSM timeline. Come over to the Mandeville building and have a look yourself, or go over to the Bale building where we have an identical timeline set up. Or you can go to rsm.nl/50 to find more online resources, videos and all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. Come and explore our shared history now.
Alex Papanastasio, Alexander Schussler, Amber Overdijk, cum laude, Annelotte Wijnen, cum laude, Anne-Wil van Staalduinen, Anouk Bos, Bas Willink.
Thank you to all the people who've helped me and supported me during my journey at RSM. And thank you, RSM, for providing me with lots of opportunities.
Boris Venema, Carlijn Vernes, Carolina Kopsia, Kasmijn Anouska, cum laude. Daniel Pushev. Danique Riedewald, cum laude. David Barnich. Delia Henning. Elia ter Avest, cum laude. Amy Best. Emmeline van Wijk. Fanny Chen, cum laude. Frederica Testa.
Hi everyone. First of all, congratulations to all of you graduating in 2020. For me, this is the end of an amazing journey. I'm very glad to be part of this.
Floris Groot. Foppe Koper. George Nam. Gianni Cruz. Guanying Wu. Hussein Al-Maliki. Ihab Chara, cum laude. Iris Sonneveld. Isabel Koch. Jack Tan, cum laude. Janice Adai.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who directly or indirectly supported me throughout these studies. Thank you so much.
Jair Singh, cum laude. Yimin Yu. Job Venhoek. Josanna Barense. Christy Versteeg.
The past year has been very intense, to say the least, and I'm very glad that we all made it. I want to thank my family and my friends, very cheesy, but it's true.
Laura Tier. Lorette van Zanten, cum laude.
Congratulations to you all. Thank you so much for making my time at RSM a wonderful experience. I hope we'll stay connected.
Lene Uiterwal. Lisanne Oskam. Maret Hoezen.
Congratulations everyone. I'm very happy that I could meet you all and work together with you. I wish you all the best in your careers and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Mariam Chaimi, cum laude. Marie-Louise Kortman, cum laude. Mark Ronteltap. Maurits Blauwmakers, cum laude. Michaela Antelova.
Michelle Vieth.
Michelle Grieve. Munter Almad. Natalie Clifton, cum laude. Noor Snape. Orestes Kourkoulas. Pursley Shaw, cum laude. Renate van Oort. Ricardo de Jager. Robbie Kooijman. Robert van der Weg. Rolf Nieuwenhuis. Ruben Principi. Sam van Aanholt. Samir Saidi, cum laude. Shivam Shurjabali. Stan van Laan. Stelios Silitas Siliminis. Sven Helsinga. Tekla Demetrashvili. T. Tao Yun Lee. Thijs Bello. Varun Bedekahali. Vincent Moi. Wessel Vullings. Yannick Bevelou. Yi-Ting Chang. Xian Wang.
Congratulations, your hard work's paid off and you are now no longer students, you are RSM alumni, and we are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I just wanted to let you know that you are now part of an alumni community that is global, and community and networks are ever more important. So please stay in touch with us, stay in touch with each other, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Congratulations to all of you.
New doors are opening and are taking you to directions that you have never expected.
And I'm sure you'll be able to overcome all the challenges that this year brought us.
You've made it. I am hugely proud of you and I hope you can cherish this amazing moment.
Welcome to this wonderful alumni network.
You can set an example.
It is your time now to make positive change happen.